Hey everyone, I'll be covering all of the Nintendo Switch's game announcements for the third week of November, so let's get started. Our first game this week is the award-winning aquatic journey Abzu, releasing on Switch November 29th. Your mission is to unlock the mysteries of the deep and change the world around you for the better as you discover hundreds of unique creatures. We finally got a trailer for Zoid's Wild King of Blast, which is releasing February 28th in Japan. This action mecha fighting game is taking huge inspiration from the anime, bringing fan favorites back and surprises to the new series. After several data mines, we finally got confirmation that Smite is releasing on Switch January 24th. A Founder's Pack is available for about $30, which includes some currency and some of the heroes. No word yet on when we'll see the game go full free-to-play, just like Paladins did earlier this year. The Five Nights at Freddy's series is getting an improved high-definition port on the Switch. Click Team is working hard to release these games sometime next year. Launching February 14th, Degrees of Separation is a 2D puzzle platformer with dual protagonists and an interesting mechanic where you must learn to master each character's respective element and solve their puzzles accordingly. Memora is a 3D puzzler releasing in summer of 2019, featuring gorgeous environments that complement its unique strategic gameplay. Bandai Namco announced a new Switch exclusive Ninja Box. We know that it's a large-scale crafting game where you can create your own base, gather materials to make parts and traps. It's set to release sometime next year. Big Bash Boom is an arcade take on cricket. Developer Big Ant Studios are teaming up with the Australian Cricket League to have the official names of the players and the teams, plus both men's and women's league available at launch. Nippon Ichi Software announced that Destiny Connect is releasing on Switch February of next year. This RPG takes place in a town where time is stuck on New Year's Eve 1999, and it's your job to figure out what's going on and get time moving again. Roller Coaster Tycoon Adventures is releasing November 29th in Europe and December 13th in North America, featuring full single-player adventure mode, a tricky scenarios mode, and a full open sandbox experience in full 1080p docked and 720p in handheld mode. Koei Tecmo announced that Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet is releasing March 20th in Japan for Switch. This vacation-themed sports game is chock full of minigames and dating sim aspects. This version will include Misaki from the DOA Extreme Venus Vacation game on PC. Bandai Namco announced that Girls on Panzer Dream Tank Match DX is heading to the Switch next year. This version builds on the foundation from the PS4 game with new characters, tanks, and brand new story components exclusive to the Switch. The isometric RPG Pathfinder KINGMAKER is inspired by classics like Baldur's Gate and Fallout 1 and 2. On top of a classic dungeon crawling exploration based story, you have diplomacies to manage, politics to control, and a kingdom to develop. World End Syndrome released in Japan about 3 months ago, and today Arc Systemworks confirmed that this adventure visual novel is heading to the West in spring of 2019. Kingdom 2 Crowns is finally set to release December 11th. Alongside the release of the base game, an additionally gorgeous Japan-inspired Shogun version will be included, with all new environments, enemies, and weapons. THQ Nordic confirmed a few announcements for early 2019 that have been previously rumored in the past for the Switch, starting with the classic point-and-click adventure game The Book of Unwritten Tales 2, followed by the thrilling crime story game The Raven Remastered from the same creators of the aforementioned game, and lastly The Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, which is a third-person action adventure game. They'll all be sold physically and digitally for $29.99. The retro-inspired co-op battle to save the Earth from the machines, Blazing Chrome, is launching early 2019. Dash through 5 apocalyptic environments with hundreds of enemies and local co-op gameplay. The restaurant sim, Cook Serve Dellicious 2, has you cooking and serving meals to hungry customers as you build your restaurant's popularity from scratch, with over 200 meals to serve and 400 levels spread through several game modes. Featuring over 50 levels for single player and another 50 for specifically multiplayer, Splosion Man is an interesting wacky experience releasing November 22nd. Gensokyo Defenders is releasing November 29th. With over 20 popular characters from the Toho universe, you must stop the fairy onslaught and collect unique powers to defeat your enemies. Online multiplayer is also available. Monster Sanctuary is a recently backed successful Kickstarter project for a Metroidvania game where you can tame monsters like Pokemon. You can collect and battle creatures with exciting world traversal when it releases sometime next year. Launching December 4th, Williams Pinball Volume 2 has several new tables like the Party Zone, Black Rose, and Attack from Mars being added to this popular pinball series. Releasing November 29th, rival Megagun puts a spin on the classic shoot-'em-up genre by pinning you versus others and split combat multiplayer battles with plenty of twists and turns. Expand your own farm and sustain it while trying to find happiness in Harvest Life, releasing November 30th. Deal with the local villagers, the weather, wild animals, and unsuspecting events to grow your crop and succeed in finding love. Multiplayer is also available. Released this week, Super High Dora is a non-linear horizontal shoot-'em-up with over 21 levels and 35 bosses to defeat. Bad Dream Fever is releasing early next year. In this point-and-click adventure game, you must find a cure for the ink plague that's infecting you, but everybody else around you. The adventure puzzle platformer Mimpy Dreams has you playing as a dog, trying to save his friends by manipulating the environments in over 7 different worlds. Taito's Darius Cozmic Collection is releasing next year, with 4 classic games from the series included. However, a special edition will be offered that will include an extra 5 games. Akihabara Feel the Rhythm Remixed is releasing November 29th, mixed in puzzle action and rhythm-based gameplay that includes over 25 tracks. Ancient Games has teased Mamoru Knights for Switch in early 2019. This tower defense series previously released on the 3DS, and this new version will include a 4-player online multiplayer option. Hitting the eShop in December, Rock Bosher's DX Director's Cut is a retro arcade adventure in Mars, with leaderboards to compete and plenty of 8-bit creatures to defeat. The open-world adventure exploration game Forager has you building land, solving puzzles, and finding secrets. Is releasing sometime next year. And that's all the game announcements we'll be covering this week. If you're interested in Pokemon Let's Go, I'll put out a review for it, and it's a really cool experience and one that I highly suggest to anyone on the fence considering giving the game a shot. So with all that said, as per always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate the support. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. See ya!